Hey guys! How are you today? I hope you're doing well.
Yeah!
It's been a couple of weeks. I wanted to try and give Airglow a shot for today's video on how I made the stuff. But yeah, I'll just show you the result of me loading the Airglow project file. Spoiler, it didn't work.
Clicking.
Okay guys, as you can see, this isn't exactly working. So this is the project of Airglow, but I think I might have to show you this another day, because as you can see, it's not working. Instead of Airglow today, I will be reviewing how I made Closer. One of my favorite tracks I've ever made, part of my Closer EP, which I released in 2015. This EP still holds a really dear place in my heart, and I'm kind of nervous to review this. It's been a while. I actually checked out the project file yesterday of it, and yeah, it's great to review it. This takes me back to high school, really. I was super inspired by creating my own vision and my own world musically. And I think Closer really captures that for me. It's the lead single of the EP, and all the songs are kind of in the same sphere of mind and frame of mind. And yeah, I don't know, I'm just really proud of it still. And I thought it would be fun to show you how it looks like behind the scenes. Nice. I've loaded up the project of Closer over here. This is the project file of Closer. And as you notice, this is not FL Studio. That's what? I'm using something different than FL Studio. No, that can't be. Yes, it is. It's Ableton Live. So the choice of me making this in Ableton was actually fully inspired by Tristan. When I was 16, I had just recently begun talking to Tristan, the dude who made Flight and a whole bunch of other amazing songs. And he basically taught me how to use Ableton in its entirety, which is crazy. Like, I'm so super thankful for him for explaining it to me in such a nice way. And I can just remember that we were in calls for like 1 week straight of like 10 hours or more a day. It was just so awesome. Like, for me personally, like, I'd been a fan of Monstercat since 4 or 5 years from that point. I think 4 years at least, yeah. And once I got my first studio speakers, the song I tested them out with was Flight by Tristan. And so I met him in 2017, and it was like one of the most amazing experiences I had in my life. I remember we also ate the hot sauce, like the Da Bomb hot sauce, and that wasn't fun, but for the rest it was nice. Yeah, man. Shout out to Tristan. I love you, man. I'm excited for your new music whenever you're ready. So I'm planning on doing another video of me just reviewing Closer EP as a whole, because it turned 5 years old last month. Or no, 2 months ago it turned 5 years old. Yeah, well, whatever. I don't know how to pronounce that word, but that shit's coming. Let's quickly check out the project and see what it looks like. start over with the intro. So all the synths are made with Massive. And I used Massive because I think it's the only plugin I got to work in Ableton at the time. So, these are the chords. Yeah, heck yeah, that's nice. I have some FX sounds, is this, which is basically a rendered reverb of some vocal chants I used. This was the first time I wrote vocals for a song and recorded them myself. And I recorded them on this microphone right here. It's a Blue Yeti Pro. And yeah, good times. I just felt like this song needed vocals to complement it. And I didn't feel like waiting around for a vocalist. So I thought, hey, why not try record some vocals myself? And I did, and it was nice, I hope. I can show you the vocal stem right here. It makes me feel closer to you now. You can hear like the noise. Makes me feel close to you somehow. Like the noises in the vocal takes from my computer, you can still hear them. You don't hear them in the mix because I put a lot of reverb on it, and yeah, it just, I don't know, it just works well in the mix. So those are the vocals. This makes me feel closer to you now. Makes me feel close to you somehow. Yeah. I don't know, man, this song rocks. Let's focus on the drop right now. So the build-up is sampled. I sampled the main chords and filtered them in. Let me see if I can find it for you. Yeah, over here. So this dragged sample is something I did in FL Studio. It's basically just the chords, and I filter them in. You can hear. Over here, you can see that I'm filtering it in with automation. And then over here, we have the one synth, which has automation on it to make the make it aggressive. I think it's a mix of vibrato and cutoff. Over here, I made an instrument group, and you can listen to all the synths and stuff I made. This is also Massive. I don't think there's much processing on it. No, it's only reverb and a compressor. The compressor is doing the side chaining. These are all just like the Massive patches I made over the years up until that point. The drop. Let's check out the drums first. So this is a group I made for the drums. It has nothing on it. Sounds like this. The kick I got some help with from Tristan. I actually wanted to use the kick I made for Interstellar, but he said, nah, it doesn't sound right. And in retrospect, it really didn't sound right. And so he sent me a combined kick, which he made with Bassism, I think, which is a plugin that you can basically make kicks with. And it just really, really fit the mix well. So shout out to Tristan for that one, yeah. This is just the effects. You can hear the sidechain really. Makes me feel close to you somehow. And I think what I did over here is I rendered part of the vocal out and I put an envelope follower on it. And an envelope follower basically follows the signal which is produced by what is being put through. This is just a vocal stem. And I'm putting an envelope follower on it to create space in the instrument section for the vocals so that nothing is being pushed too hard, because if you're layering, I'm layering like many sounds on top of each other with a vocal on top of that. So I had to make room for the vocals, basically. So I think you can kind of still hear that. So yeah. So I want you to focus on this small part right over here. So whenever the vocal is hitting and you don't hear the vocal, but it's transmitting a signal to the envelope folder. And I linked that to, I think, EQs on some of the main synths. And what you'll notice is that once you see this blue line over here, you will notice that the main lead sounds get ducked. So they create space for the vocal. And I will play it right now for you. Then it goes up. Gets smaller. And it's there again. Yeah. So that's an interesting little thing. Yeah, it's funny. That's nice. The main point of that was to not overload your ears with sonic information, because you can still hear everything that's going on in the instruments group, but I just dipped out some of the main frequencies being occupied by the vocal. Really technical, but let me show you the instruments group. It's a lot of arpeggiators. I will show you the layers now. So it's comprised of this arp. I made it in massive. And there's not really that much on there. It's some distortion, some mono stuff. Then I have another massive. Some rhythm stuff. I have bass line. Same bass line I used in Messiah. Subsynth. Then I rendered out the chords that I made in Silent in FL Studio, which sound like this. I have some rhythmic stuff and tonal stuff. Just nice distorted, reverbed stuff. On the second half of the drop, I have this 8-bit ARP filtering in. I made that as well in massive. It sounds like this soloed. And it just really complements the entire song well, because I needed something extra in that part. So, in the mix, and I'm really proud of this lead that I made over here. It's comprised of, I think, 4 layers, all massive. And that's nice. And then another chord thing, I think. Yeah. Just to create that extra. And then this. Massive chords. Some more distorted goodness. So that's the drop for Closer. In the mid-section of the track, I had something really cool. What I did was I rendered out... I'll just show you what it sounds like first, but I'll then go into this vocal chop thing. So, drop ends. Without that vocal stutter part, it sounds super boring and empty. And I spend a lot of time asking myself, like, what is it you want to hear over here? I wanted to have the vocals continue a little bit more. So what I ended up doing was I ended up rendering a small part of the reverb of the vocals and chopping that up to create an interesting rhythm part for this part over here. It was super difficult to create like the exact timing for it, but it sounds nice. So in the mix, it sounds like this. And then right now I'll get it away. Man, what a difference does that make? Like without it, it just sounds super boring. I made this in order for the second drop to be different from the first drop, because I really felt like, you know, that's just a song. It's supposed to not loop. It's supposed to go and take you on a journey, and that's really what I tried to do with this whole EP. I mean, like I made it for myself to really like close my eyes and just like immerse myself into this world of this song and the emotions and the vibes. And so this whole break section, I wanted it to be like, you know, just close your eyes and imagine like, what's the place that I'm in right now? Is it like I'm seeing like some fire and some crackles and stuff, and I really tried to illustrate all that with effects. But yeah, this I made entirely in FL Studio to add to the project because my computer couldn't handle it. And then the second drop focuses mainly on like different chord patterns and sounds like this. That's gonna be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like, it really helps me. And if you don't want to, then don't. If there's another song that you want to hear from this EP or from my catalog that you want me to make a video about, let me know. Yeah. If you want, you can stay up to date with me on my socials. I've got a lot of cool stuff incoming. Also some more like shorter types of videos and stuff. And of course, new music. I'm excited. So, hope everyone's doing well. Stay safe. Love you guys and peace. Is there anything else I should plug? I don't think so. Yeah. Cheers. Love you. Peace.